Hi, now I'm going to show you how to make the magic ring, which for me is the best way to start crocheting in the round because it doesn't leave a hole in the center as it would happen if we start by joining chain stitches as, for example, granny squares. So there are several techniques to start the magic ring and all of them may seem a little bit scary at first, so please practice and don't worry if it appears impossible during the first tries, because I can assure that once you finish the first parts of our duckling, you will have mastered this technique and you will love it. So we start with the yarn crochet to form a circle as if we start a slip knot or the pretzel knot for me. So we are gonna do like a knot, but instead of leaving that way, we are gonna like this. So we have like if we are going to make a knot, but we don't close it, and then we are gonna hold it like this, the yarn tail in our free hand and the tail from the yarn here in the hand we hold the hook. So now we are gonna hold this loop, not too big, like this, because if it's too big, it's difficult to hold. So with this, we are okay. And now we are gonna hold it between our thumb and index finger, and we are gonna insert the hook in the middle of the circle and draw up a loop like this. So I'm gonna insert in the circle like this. With the help of these 3 or 2 fingers, I'm gonna catch the yarn like this. I'm gonna because it's difficult. If you try to do this, it's very difficult. So I'm gonna try to catch the yarn and then catch the yarn with the hook, and you draw up a loop like this. So now keep holding the ring really tight, because if not, you're gonna lose everything. And then yarn over. I have this loop here. I'm gonna yarn over again, and I have now a chain stitch. So this chain stitch is securing the ring and giving us the height we need to make a single crochet. So now we have it closer like this. I'm gonna hold again. I'm gonna hold the yarn like this with my index finger and thumb like this. And then I'm holding the yarn here, the loop in the hook here. And now I'm gonna insert the hook again into the loop and underneath the tail. Look, these 2 strands that are crossed. So it's like we are going to make all our single crochets here instead of the foundation chain. So this is like our foundation chain now. So I'm gonna go under the 2 strands like this. I'm gonna yarn under because I yarn under, but you can yarn over and draw up a loop like this and make 1 single crochet like this. And this is our first single crochet in the circle like this. So keep holding the circle or the knot like this, this loop like this, and then we are gonna repeat the previous steps, like inserting the hook, yarn over or yarn under, drawing a loop, yarn over again, and drawing the loop through both loops in the hooks like this. And now we have 2 single crochet. So we are gonna do this the required number of stitches. In this case, as we are starting with the beak, I will make 5 single crochet stitches. So I have 1, 2, and keep doing this, going under the 2 strands here. So I'm holding the 2 strands here. I'm gonna do the 3rd. Now 4 stitches, and the last one, 5. So always the hook underneath the 2 strands like this. And now you are gonna see why. So now I'm gonna count the stitches. So I have this loop in the hook, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. So I'm gonna grab my work like this. I'm gonna grab the yarn, like the yarn tail, and pull to draw the center of the ring tightly closed like this. So if you pull, we pull, and don't be afraid to pull it really tight like this. So pull, and really tight like that. So now you can I have the magic ring, but it's not a ring now. It's like I don't know, a rainbow. So we can opt to join the circle with a slip stitch. This is not necessary, it's something that I do, so I'm gonna show you. And it's the only moment in all the amigurumi where I join in the rounds. So I'm gonna count the stitches again. It's very important that you always count your stitches. So this one in the loop is not a stitch, it's a loop. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5 single crochet here actually is our first single crochet. So I'm gonna go through both loops like this, underneath both loops like this. I'm gonna yarn over. This is like bother me. I'm gonna yarn over and draw through both loops at once like this. And that's a slip stitch, and that's it. We have completed the magic ring, or the first round of our work. You can see here 2 magic rings. My first, the magic ring for the beak, and here this is the magic ring in the wing. So practice, and I think you will love it. So bye, and I see you in the next video.